So it is in the checks phase. In the checks phase, it is saying that one more node we have to implement it here. One more node. I think this one no one implemented, I guess, right? Which means you have no one interested to do the practical. They are only you are interested in the theoretical wise. Okay, so that's fine. That's proven now. So okay, let me log in. Do myself here. Okay, going to the S note transaction here. Go to the upload note here. So let me try to check whether that note is available here or not. So let me go to the my. Okay, that is available here. Just copying to the download directory here and try to extract it here. SAP car -xvf 0 dot tar. That file got extracted here. You can see. Let me extract to the here. Then I'm importing now. See here, that file got imported now. Just importing now. Because if you do this type of things only, then only we can proceed further. Otherwise, some will stop here. Then we have to wait till completion of these activities and everything here. Okay. So, okay, let me give the theory how this will happen and everything. Just select. But because this one is required, we have to wait. So that is the reason. So this note is activated. Now if I click on OK button, this will go further. See here, red mark also will go down here. So red mark also will go. Yeah, I think now it's DB stats related things it is checking now. Okay, DB stats related things here. Checking for packages here. Yes, see here, checks completed now. So checks phase is completed now. So whenever is going to the, as I mentioned previously, when it is going to the extraction to configuration to checks, then checks it is going to the pre-processing. You can continue with the you need to just click on the next button. Only this time you have to just click on the next button. Remaining all the time, some will take care of the activity here, right? So this is the one of the pre-processing phase here. In the pre-processing phase, what exactly happens here in the pre-processing phase? Your shadow, whatever you opted, you need the shadow system something, right? The shadow will be created, shadow upgraded. All those things will be happens pre-processing phase here. Then execution phase here. In the pre-processing phase here, you can see the log the development environment here. So why? Because here, while data copying from the what exactly happens here, let me show you here. So this is our host. Okay, assume this is your SAP Windows host here. In this host, you have the SAP system, right? ECD. Okay, so this is your database. This is your database here. This is your database. So in the database, you have the repository. And last time we discussed the same diagram I'm drafting here. This is your application tables. right? That's why I given very long. Why? Because tables here. Application tables here. So here, this is the repository, which means original repository. Why? Because it's a original system, original repository here. This is original SAP system, right? So this is connected to the your SAP database. It is connected to the database here. Okay, this is connected to the database here. So this is the SAP. So this is the DB here. This is the database here, right? SAP and the database, original SAP and repository tables, everything is available here. One fine day, you want to do the upgrade, right? It is running fine. You want to do the upgrade. For this one, you need to use the upgrade tools are called the some tool. Some tool you have to use it here. And these are the softwares packages are available in this location. Maybe these are the softwares are available here where you place one folder here. So, but some tool, okay, this is the host agent here. Okay, host agent. So some tool will not directly talk to the some tool will not directly talk to the your some tool will not directly talk to the your so SAP system. Some tool through host agent it will talk to the it will connect talk to means it will connect to the your so SAP system here. That's why we are using the config host agent space SID, right? It will do here. Then what it is doing now. You are planning to do the upgrade here using the sum tool here. So some you started, you have started the sum tool. You are executing. Roadmap steps are open. Then first step is the extraction. In the extraction step, what happened? All the softwares are scanned, extracted high level. Then it will go to the checks phase. So in the configuration phase, in the configuration of the how many parameters, uptime, downtime, all these things, SPDD, SPAU, transports, everything we have chosen. Then it will go to the next year. Some nodes we implemented. Then it will go to the checks phase. In the checks phase also, there is a one missing node we implemented. It will check the free space, any open SPDD, SPAU items, and also it is any SM13 field entries. All these things it will check it out. We check it right as part of the preparation activities. Any field update records we need to cancel it here. 58 transaction RFCs, queues, all these things we have to clear in the pre-processing. Otherwise, what happens in the pre-steps? Otherwise, the checks time, it will detect the issues here. So that is the reason in the before itself, we have to do the some cleanup activity in the system. Then it will go to the pre-processing, right? Now go to the pre-processing. The pre-processing step, what will happen here? Whatever you have chosen, you need the shadow system, right? You need the shadow system here. So here the sum tool will build the similar to your original system. The sum tool will build the one shadow, same as like here. It will create the one repository. It will create it here. That is called the shadow repository. Shadow repository. This is the shadow SHD. So SAP system, shadow SAP system here. Then in the pre-processing step, all these black color boxes will happen in the pre-processing step only. So that data will be copied from the here to here. Initially, it will be built as a plain system. There is no data here. So that what will happen? The data will copy from here to here. While copying the data, it will ask, do you want to lock the development workbench? Which this one should be locked here. Should be locked status here. Why? Because should be locked here. Why? Because while copying the data, why? Because shadow means it should be same. It should be same as your original here. So while copying the data from original SAP system to shadow SAP system here, original SAP system to the shadow system. So if someone changed already, someone doing some changes in the development side. So here we have the one data, here we have the one more version of the data. Both are not matching here, right? Both are not matching. In this case, so you may face some issues here. That is the reason. So while copying the data from the original report, why? Because shadow means it should be same. original SAP repository, original is this one, both should be the same. That is the reason shadow concept here. So here data, while copying the data, it will ask you to log the development environment. Yes. So you want to log the environment? Yes. So that it won't log the data. It won't log the data here. Now we got the one error. There is one transport request found here. That is called the locked status. So then we have to go to the SE03 for the unlock the transports here. Go to the unlock objects here. So give the transport request number. Just unlock the objects here. Right? So 13 and 14. Subtask. Not implementation task here. Done. Right? So you have done the some open repairs found. Please unlock. They are saying that please unlock. Then click on the OK button. Okay. Then what it will do? It will check none. So if everything is okay, then it is going to the next step here. So then it went to the next step here. So like that, it will go to the step by step here. See here what it is doing here. It is trying to build the shadow system and everything here, right? Shadow system and everything here. That's why it's executing the some queries, some data. So all those things, adjustments, modifications, all these things it is doing now. So all these things it is doing here, right? So here it is connected to our main system here, right? So then log into the system ECD with the, it's logging to their own host. So then after that, it is executing the some jobs here. You can see that it is executing the some jobs here. So in the jobs, so it will executing the some jobs and reports it is executing. See here now, it is cloning the tables from the original to shadow system, right? Total 6 process we selected uptime. So what is doing here? It is cloning the tables from the original to shadow system. It is cloning the tables from original to our shadow system. Global cloning means data copying from the original repository to shadow repository here. While copying, your development workbench will be logged, but still users can log in. Still users can log into their main system. They can do the transactions, everything, but not the development related activities here. But because we are not touching the tables here, we are not touching the tables here. So just only programs, reports, those things we are touching now. So that is the reason. So repository changes we are touching now. So as part of the preparation activities. So that's why it's cloning. It's copying the data from here to here. It is copying the data here. See here. It may take so longer time also sometimes. Right? See here how many process here doing now. So total 6 jobs. 6 jobs, the progress is only 2%, which means we need to wait the longer time to complete it here. Right? So this will happen in the systems here. So exactly in the pre-processing step, what happens? The data tables will be copied here. Then whatever the new patches are there in the download directory, once everything is ready. Why? Because once the data is copied, so this system, shadow system, both are same to same. That's why we will call it as we are calling as a shadow concept here, right? We will call it as a shadow concept here. Original repository and shadow repository here. That's why we are calling as a shadow here. Right? We are calling as a shadow repository, shadow system here. In this shadow repository, so data will be same to same. So same SID. So instance number is that different. Only instance number will be different from the shadow system here. Then shadow is started. Then once the shadow is started, some tool will start upgrading the shadow system here. Shadow system, you connect to the shadow system, it will start upgrading here. So not directly here again, it will connect to through host agent only again, anything. So here previously it is mapped to the here, then it will start map to the remap to the shadow system, it will log into the shadow system, then shadow will be upgraded to the all whatever the patches you are planning to apply, all the patches will be extracted, all the patches will be installed in your shadow system first, right? Once it is installed in the shadow system, then you need to log into the shadow case. Then you need to perform the, you need to log into the shadow system here, shadow system. You need to log into the shadow system. You need to log into the shadow system here. You need to log into the shadow system. You need to log into the shadow system. Then perform the SPDD adjustments here. We have to log into the shadow system, 000 client, then SPDD adjustments. Once the shadow is fully upgraded, once the shadow is before the upgrade, so data is copied from the here to here. Then both are same version here. Both are same repositories here. So here, as once the shadow is upgraded, whatever the patches you are updating, once the shadow is upgraded to the fully, then what will happen? So in the end of the shadow system, you will get the 000 and SPDD data dictionary objects changes we have to perform. SPDD changes we have to perform here. That is called the data dictionary changes we have to perform in the shadow system. The 000 client we have to perform SPDD here. Then once done, once done here, again the data will be once done here, the data when the shadow is upgraded, once you've done the SPDD, then pre-processing will be done here. In the pre-processing, what will happen? Your shadow repository will be upgraded, shadow system will be upgraded. Whatever the patches you are trying to upload, all the patches will be uploaded into the system. The version will be changed here. Then the SPDD, SPI changes you have to perform in the system here. So then once this is done, SPDD changes, then the data will be revert back to the reverse copy to the your original system again. Original system. While copying to the original system means while copying the data back to again. Why? Because here it is upgraded data. Shadow is the upgrade of the new programs and everything here. So while doing these activities, your system will be stopped status. Your SAP system will be stopped status here. So this red mark items, while copying this red mark items here, that is called the execution phase here. That is called the execution phase here. In the execution phase, your main system, this SAP system will be stopped here. Your SAP stopped status here. Stopped status. SAP is stopped status here. While copying the data from here to here, SAP will be stopped here. SAP will be stopped status here. Why? Because data copying from here to here. While SAP is on, you cannot replace the programs here. So that is the reason it will be stopped. SAP, some tool will itself do all the activities here. Then it will copy the data to here to here. All these activities will happen in the execution phase. The pre-processing, shadow, copy, deletion, all these things will happen. So here shadow will be upgraded and everything. In the execution phase, so in the execution phase, what will happen here? So data copied back to the shadow repository to original repository. Application tables will be converted from here to here. Then finally, we have to perform the post-processing step. We have to complete the SPAU changes we have to perform. SPAU. In the main system, we have to perform this activity. So SPDD we have to perform in the shadow, 0 client. This is the main system we have to perform. For this, we have the 14 days time. Within this 14 days time, we can complete it. But this we have to perform before you go for the downtime phase itself. You need to perform this SPDD changes you have to perform here, right? So this will happen within the shadow creation time. Right? Got it? Any questions from anyone here regarding how the upgrade will work here? So here, interview point of time, important questions are SPDD, SPAU changes where you have to perform here. So what exactly happens in the pre-processing phase? What exactly happens in the execution phase? SPAU, you have that limit, right? How many days we can perform the limit? So within 14 days period, we can perform these limitations here in the SPAU. So, and what is the port number of the sum tool, right? That is the port number 1128 or 29 that they may ask you the sum tool port number here. So then what next here? Original repository, shadow repository, SPDD. How many steps are there in the sum tool here? So extraction, configuration, checks, pre-processing, execution, post. Can you tell me the pre-steps? XML file calculations, all those things we discussed, right? Those are the pre-steps here. Can you tell me the some steps, one or two information? Like then you need to start with the extractions. The extraction, we have to do this one. Configurations, it will be asked. Like that, each step we have to tell over 2 or 3 sentences we have to explain. High level. No one will going to ask the low level. High level. Checks, preprocessing. So where the downtime will start in the execution phase, the data will be copied from the in the execution phase, the downtime will happen. Why? Because data will be copied from the here to here. So while doing this one, SAP will be stopped here. So while SAP will be stopped here. So we have to use this one. We have to use. Okay. So that is the main thing here. Post processing, nothing. Shadow will be deleted. Then you have to perform the SPAO activity. This is the downtime phase. There it will you will check the actual data, actual systems. It is updating. Actual system will be stopped here. In the pre-processing step here is called the pre. Before the downtime or pre steps like shadow creation, shadow updates, patches update, shadow upgraded. All this will happen here. The remaining steps are normal steps. Only pre-processing and executions are the very critical steps here. Okay, here you can observe the logs and everything. We can observe it here, right? That is the main thing here. Okay, got it? Any questions from anyone?
That locked state means
Which locked status?
in the diagram.
This one?
No, this
Here repository will
this
be locked here. The starting of the phase. So your development workbench will be locked, right? So development workbench means yeah, the repository will be locked while copying the data from original repository to shadow repository. Once the shadow is upgraded, then shadow repository to main repository, the upgraded data will come here.
original repository locked means that tables is locked.
Repository means development related changes will be locked. Means the object changes are not permitted during the upgrade procedure. So that's why do you want to lock that one? Yes. Then click proceed further.
Is the same thing will be happen while doing on quality and fraud as well?
Yeah, if you choose shadow system, the same for quality and production also. If you don't
Okay.
need shadow system, directly some tool will do the update here in the virtual system instead of doing in the shadow. It will directly update in the virtual system here. So that is the reason we have the longer downtime here. So in the shadow, we have shadow system. No one use it here. That is the copy of your original system. If you down multiple times, also we no need to worry about, right? Why? Because in the execution phase, your downtime starts here. Till here, the users can log in and do their transactions and everything here.
Sir, for the last time I got the question from interview that what are the challenges faced during